Just let me know when you're ready. I'll talk a little bit to check your mic. Well, hang on. Don't run. You'll kill yourself in there. So mic check, or camera check and sound check. Joe Pelle, P-E-L-L-E, Boulder County Sheriff. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is everybody good?
Good here.
Okay. All right, let's roll. Good afternoon. My name is Joe Pelle. I'm the Boulder County Sheriff. I'm here to update you on the Marshall Fire, the progress that's being made. I'm also accompanied by Alice Jackson from XL Energy, who has a lot of information to update you on, and Chief Hayes as well from the Louisville Police Department. I also have a Deputy Commander, Incident Chief from our Incident Management team here in case you have questions for the team. First of all, most importantly, I want to celebrate some good news. The Sheriff's Office currently has 3 missing persons, or as of yesterday had 3 missing persons reported. One of those persons has been accounted for alive and well, so that gentleman is no longer missing. We are still missing a woman from the town of Superior and a man from out by Marshall. The search for those folks is still underway. We're actively working the scenes with dogs. The scenes are still hot. They're still, deep in debris, hot debris, covered with snow. So it's a very difficult task. But we're continuing to try to locate those folks and hopefully locate them alive and well somewhere. If not, we are working the scenes of those homes which are totally destroyed to see if there are in fact human remains. Today we are going to open a few more locations to residents only. Search work has been completed in Creekside, Circle Park, The Ridge, and they're completing Spanish Hills now. I was told that this afternoon, likely or early evening, we will be repowering Rock Creek, South 68th Street neighborhoods, and Spanish Hills. So please stay tuned to the Boulder OEM website, as I believe those neighborhoods will be opening this afternoon. We have damage assessment teams working the area, trying to make sure that it's safe to re-enter, and then as soon as that's done, as soon as it's cleared, and that's been done right now, XL will be waiting to come back after the residents are there to restart their furnaces and that kind of thing. Our animal control office has been working nonstop since the beginning of the fire, completing animal rescues and assisting owners in the community. Requests for animal rescues should please be made through the Boulder OEM website and not by calling 911. The Humane Society of Boulder Valley and the Longmont Humane Society are assisting with lost and found pets and reunifying pet owners and with their pets. We've been overwhelmed with offers of assistance regarding animal rescues from the public, but because of safety considerations, we are not allowing volunteers to accompany us into closed areas. Also, please note that the Disaster Assistance Center, the DAC, is now open in Lafayette. The DAC is intended to be one-stop shop to get all of your recovery questions and needs addressed. This includes mental health support, as well as FEMA connections, insurance troubleshooting, and more. The DAC will be open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week, and it's located at 1755 South Public Road in Lafayette. 1755 South Public Road in Lafayette. You can get more information about the DAC by going to www.boco, like Boulder County, .org/Marshall Fire. Finally, we have been touched by the generosity in the community and across the nation. You've been so gracious to offer to donate and to volunteer to help our community. But right now, our community is at capacity for accepting physical items. We have hit the wall where food will spoil and won't be able to be eaten, and storage areas are so full the next option will be out in the snow. So please do not bring physical donations into the area. If you wish to donate funding or sign up to volunteer, please visit our website again, www.boulderoem.com, and you'll find links to emergency status and volunteer opportunities. With that, I want to introduce Alice Jackson from Xcel Energy, who has a whole bunch of information about re-energizing. And then Dave Hayes will follow her, the Chief of Police from Louisville. When all three of us are done, we'll take questions.
Thank you, Sheriff, and good afternoon, everyone. Before beginning into the update on the electric and the gas service, I want to start off by saying our heartfelt thoughts and prayers are with the communities through this devastating event. It has been hard to watch our community impacted in this manner, and we stand by here ready to help not only restore the communities to its previous survival, but also to help you all thrive. As we move through the next several days, it's going to be continued hard work for all of us, but we look forward to being able to continue remaining committed and connected to our customers and the communities that we have the pleasure to serve here in Colorado. To start off with, I will go through the electric side of the business, and then I will touch on the gas side of the business. Starting on Thursday at roughly 9 o'clock in the morning, we began what we call the first portion of the event, which was a wind event moving through the area. Very quickly, that progressed into a wildfire event that impacted the communities of Superior and Louisville. And then third, we had the weather come in with the winter storm, and so we moved into a winter storm event. For our electric customers, that means roughly 100,000 of our electric customers in the Colorado jurisdiction were impacted by these three events. As of this point in time, we have roughly 600 of those electric customers still remaining without power outside of the burn zone. Those 600 customers are expected to have their electric service restored by the end of today. These roughly 600 customers are largely located in the more mountainous regions of our service territory, where it's a little bit more difficult in order to restore those services back for those customers. But we are working diligently and very hard to make sure that we restore that service safely and reliably. Within the burn zone, we have roughly 1,000 customers that remain without power. We will be working home by home, business by business, in order to identify which of those services can be restored for those buildings and those locations that are able to receive that service. We will continue to do that over not only today, but also the coming days that are before us. On the electric side of the service, we've also received a huge outpouring of support. Our regional utilities, such as Black Hills, Tri-State Electric, Colorado Springs Utilities, and others, have sent their own crews to help and work alongside of our crews safely and reliably in order to be able to restore these customers on the electric side of the business as quickly and as safely as possible. And I won't be able to say enough thanks for their outpouring of support to be able to get that done. I'll now turn to the gas side of our business. Restoration service on the gas side of the business is very different than the electric, and I'll walk you through a little bit of why. First off, in order to go through and restore service for our customers, we have to go house by house, business by business, and turn off the meters in order to cut off the gas service to that location. After that, the second step is we have to go through a process of what's known as purging and then repressurizing our gas system. We go through that second process to make sure that the infrastructure is sound and we are able to continue that service to customers. Then third, we once again have to visit each residence and each home and each business. And one by one, we restore the service to those customers, and then we enter the premise and relight any pilot lights that are inside of the home to make sure that service is sound and we can continue to move forward. That process is ongoing throughout the burn zone. Roughly Thursday afternoon, we were asked to turn off service to approximately 13,000 customers located within the burn zone in the Superior and Louisville areas. As of right now, we've been able to restore roughly 1,400 customers in those areas, and we are continuing diligently to work through the other zones. We fully expect that the first pass for any customer that is able to receive service in these areas for the gas service to be restored, they will have that complete by Tuesday evening. As of right now, we are moving through the variety of areas and repairing as we go forward. Once again, this is a home-by-home, business-by-business process that we go through. For those facilities that are unable to receive service, we have to physically disconnect and close off the system to make sure that the pressure and the safety of our customers is paramount as we move through the process. Once again, I cannot underestimate and say enough thanks to the various resources that have come not only in the state of Colorado, but across the country. We have close to 400 different crews currently working side by side with our own employees here in Colorado that have come as far away as North Carolina and Florida in order to be able to support the services that we provide for our customers. We all recognize as a utility industry that these are life-sustaining and impossible to go on without these in order to continue the services. So when we band together, our mutual aid comes together across the country and provides these services. Just like we send our own employees elsewhere, they are sending them here. So a huge thank you to our fellow utility partners across the country on sending your resources here to make sure that our communities can come back and not only do it quickly, but safely for all of our customers in the area. We continue to ask that our customers let us know after we have identified areas that we have passed through. You can reach us via the phone numbers that are on your bills. We have them posted on our website, and you can find a number of pieces of information out there as we move through the process. We will continue to communicate frequently with our customers to make sure that they have clear indication of the regions that we will be moving through as we restore their service. In closing, thank you very much for the outpouring of support for our crews. It is incredible in the conditions that they have had to work in order to be able to be successful. It is a huge team effort. The combination of the efforts between the Sheriff's Department and the Police Department and the Fire Department has been absolutely incredible. Thank you very much for your patience as we continue to move through this process. We really appreciate the partnership.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dave Hayes. I'm the police chief in Louisville. I just have a few comments. First, in regards to Excel, I don't often give endorsements, and maybe this is not really an endorsement, but I've been working at the Incident Command Center this morning and yesterday, and Excel has under-promised and over-delivered. They've done a great job for us, great job for the community, and they're great partners for law enforcement and for fire. From the City of Louisville perspective, we're not announcing any additional new openings. We've got some hard closures. We've actually put out some barricades. We're continuing to staff our streets for safety reasons and for security reasons with a number of outside agencies, including Sheriff's Office, Colorado State Patrol, Adams County Sheriff's Office, Boulder Police, and the list goes on and on and on. And I don't know how familiar everybody is with kind of how this mutual aid kind of thing works. But we provide assistance when another agency needs it. They provide it when we need it. And what's great about that, for by and large, nobody looks to get reimbursed. Nobody sends us an overtime bill. We just do it as part of public safety, and we do it because it's the right thing to do. So no new openings. In regards to the City of Louisville, probably out of an abundance of caution, we've also got cadaver dogs working in the Louisville area. We started east and worked our way west. We probably will have those final results maybe later today or tomorrow. Again, just simply out of an abundance of caution. We do not have any missing person reports, but we've also got a number, as you guys know, 500 plus homes that were just turned into ashes. So we just want to make sure we've taken care of that. We've also I spoke yesterday about an ID card system to get people into neighborhoods as we start to open up. Get folks into their neighborhoods. We expect to roll that out probably on Tuesday. In the meantime, on our soft closures, the folks can, if they're allowed to go in, they meet the officers and it gets taken care of that way. Probably on Tuesday, and we'll have a better announcement tomorrow. We'll probably pick an area, probably in the area of US 36 and McCaslin, kind of a center where Louisville residents can go. If they don't have ID, they can just let us know that they were where they live and if they were the victim of the fire, and we'll get them a placard or something to put on their car. It makes it easier for them, and it also reduces any kind of wait time at the roadblocks that we're doing. Again, the idea is to continue to keep the community safe. And with that said, Sheriff, if you want to come up, and then we'll just stand next to you, if that's okay.
Yeah, we have a Deputy Incident Commander here as well from the team. So we're happy to take any questions about. Yes, sir.
Sheriff, yesterday you mentioned a search warrant and a video of a fire around the time of this large catastrophic fire. What have you been able to learn since then?
It is an open and active investigation, and we're bringing in the best people we can bring in to help us determine the origin and cause of this fire.
Sheriff, can you say if that search warrant was executed on tribal land?
On tribal land?
Yes.
No, it was executed on private property.
Sheriff, can you tell us, was that search warrant tied to the area where your officers or your deputies were yesterday, near that barn that was seen in the...
Yeah, so that's the point of origin of the fire, is that intersection of Marshall Road and Highway 93, where the big wire's down laying across there, that's a telecom wire. That fire originated somewhere in that neighborhood, and there was a viral video posted of a shed on fire. We don't know that that shed or anything around it was the actual start of the fire or whether it was secondary, and it's complicated and it's all covered with a foot of snow today. So we will sort it out. It's an active, open deal, and the outcome of that investigation is vital. There's so much at stake, and so we're going to be careful. We're going to be professional. We're going to bring in the best people in the country. We're going to do this right, and we're not going to rush.
Have you questioned anybody yet?
We've talked to folks, and I'm not going to go into the investigation, and so we just won't go down that road. I'm going to tell you it's open, it's ongoing. We got a team assigned to it, as well as some federal assistance.
I'm going to ask another annoying question then. Can you tell us if people are cooperating?
I'm not going to get into that, no. I'm just going to tell you it's an open, ongoing investigation with the very best people we can find and federal partners.
Have there been any problems with looting?
No, not that I'm aware of. Dave, you haven't had any issues? You know what we have frequently after fires are scavengers, people looking for metal. All the plastic gets burned off the copper wire, that kind of thing. So that's what we've experienced in the past. We haven't experienced actual looting in Boulder County. But we are staffing all those closed areas with a lot of cops. We have police officers, state troopers, National Guard, cooperating agencies from all across the Front Range helping us, and we're patrolling the heck out of everything we have closed, just to make sure people's belongings are safe and that we don't have empty homes as an invitation to somebody that wants to steal or rob. Yeah.
Can you talk about the circumstances of that missing person that was found?
So we started off, I think, over the course of a couple days. Thursday we had 2. Friday, several more came in, 3 more. We were able to find or locate right away 2 of them alive and well that had been relocated. And then as today, they found or located a gentleman who had been reported missing, and he's alive and well and had been relocated. So we have the 2 left, and it's a lady in Superior and a man near Marshall. And there are detectives and dogs and coroner's crew and everybody out there working throughout the day. I was out there earlier. It's a very difficult search because of the debris, the heat, the snow. They're trying to use dogs to help them pinpoint exactly where to look, but it's even difficult to get the dogs into the scene because of the heat and the debris and that kind of thing.
Is there anything more you can tell us about these people? Were they reported missing by their families or friends, their ages perhaps?
So the lady in Superior was reported by her family, and I've actually been in touch with them, spoke to a granddaughter myself. I don't know the circumstances about the man in Marshall, I'm sorry.
Can you take us through how you were able to find out that this person is no longer missing? Where were they?
No, I don't know the details about that. I'm kind of getting everything from a 30,000-foot level here, so I don't know a lot of those sort of details.
Can I also ask just a clarification, because we keep seeing 991 is the total of structures, but a lot of people are saying homes. Is it 991 buildings, most of them are homes, or can you kind of clarify?
I can't clarify that right now. I can tell you the vast majority of those I know are homes. And then the other distinction that's difficult is what's the difference between destroyed or lost and damaged? Where do you cross that line? Because there's 127 some damaged homes, but are they actually totaled or are they actually just partially damaged? That's unclear right now as well.
Sheriff,
You said that you can't discuss the investigation. Do you feel like you're getting closer to understanding what happened?
I think we're making good progress, and we're bringing the right folks in, and we're taking the right amount of time, and that's really all I can say about it.
How do you talk about why the FBI is helping you investigate?
So we'll use various resources like the FBI, the ATF, people who have expertise in that kind of thing. We'll use them, and they're more than willing to help us.
Sheriff, how did you narrow down the point of origin of the fire to that neighborhood that you mentioned earlier?
Well, it's pretty obvious when you drive through or see the video people posted online. I was there this morning. I'm not a trained fire investigator. It's really obvious where that fire started and what direction it went in. So,
Sheriff, has anyone admitted to open burning?
not to my knowledge.
Sheriff, you touched on animals. What should people do who have lost their pets amidst all this confusion?
So if you go to our website, Boulder OEM website, you can give us information about where that pet would be located, what they look like, what their name is. And our animal control people will actually physically go out and look for them. But they are overwhelmed right now with those requests. Yeah, we have a lot of relocated animals at both the Boulder Valley Humane Society and St. Vrain. And we also have large animals at the fairgrounds in Longmont.
A question from the public for Excel. How will people know when you are coming to their home? Or will they be told before or after that?
It's an excellent question. At this point in time, posted on our website, we have divided the area that we are moving through into 9 regions. We've identified a couple of those regions as already complete, and we are actively moving through and doing relights in other areas, and we've been posting that online as well as in the press release updates that we've been providing. So you can imagine this is a fluid situation. As we are able to move to the next stage, we go as quickly as we can. We're trying to coordinate as closely as we possibly can with the Sheriff's Department on when homeowners and businesses are allowed back into different regions to make sure that we are there, and we're not getting ahead of the areas that residents are allowed to return to. We will continue to post the information publicly. We're using social media as well, so check your Facebook pages, those kinds of things in order to be able to see how we're moving through the regions. And we'll just try and keep it up to date as much as we possibly can.
Did you say 13,000 had gotten it shut off and you've restored 1,400?
That is correct. Roughly 13,000 were originally impacted by the order to shut off the gas services, and as of right now, 1,400 have been restored.
And you said you'd be done with that part of that phase of the process on Tuesday?
We believe that we will have made at least a first pass through every single area that is able to receive service by end of day Tuesday.
A question for Chief Hayes. Last night there was an arrest announced by your department, a 24-year-old who was threatening firefighters. Can you give us more details on that case?
Just a little bit of additional details. Thursday afternoon, we were notified by firefighters in the area along Dillon Road that a gentleman reportedly armed with an assault rifle had threatened the firefighters that were working in the area. A number of officers responded, both Louisville officers, Boulder Sheriff's deputies, and I'm sure others, and we were able to safely take that person into custody and did recover a couple of weapons.
When you say firearm, did he have an assault rifle?
Yes, had a rifle, assault rifle. The definition is kind of a broad definition, but had a rifle similar to what was described to us.
Why was he threatening?
That's a great question, and that would probably go to a motive question and everything, and probably should leave that up to the DA's office.
Is he tied to a home in that area?
I don't know that. I think we actually finally put the press release out last night, and that should have some more information about him.
Was he trying to protect his property, or what was he trying to do?
No, I don't. If he was, that would be a whole different discussion we had. I think was just probably angry and upset, like lots of people are. But that's obviously not the way to do it. So.
For the sheriff, I have a question here to bring some solace to folks and residents who may be watching. This fire, based on the evidence right now, man-caused or Mother Nature?
So I'm certainly not going to speculate. There's a lot at stake here, okay? But something ignited the fire in that wind on a red flag day, and our job and responsibility and our quest is to determine what started that fire, what ignited it. And I don't have a definitive or final answer for you yet, and I don't want to go down rabbit holes as far as speculation.
Have you responded to any reports of illegal burning around that intersection where the fire started in the past?
I don't know the answer to that question. All right, things are slowing down. I think we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thanks.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you, Sheriff.